Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara, KIRK.
Yo.
It's early in the morning here, but Netflix dropped a new trailer called Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx, and I think it also stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I thought I saw his face in one of the thumbnails, but if I'm mistaken, I apologize in advance. All right, let's check this out.
Power, speak a little louder.
If there was a pill,
Hungry for that money, I'm coming to devour.
they could give you 5 minutes
Spit it so they get it. I'm embedded with the power.
of pure power.
I'm embedded with the power.
Would you take it?
But what are the side effects, though?
You don't know who I am and what I'm about, but I'll do anything to find that source. Listen to my voice. Am I lying?
Welcome to Project Power. Our goal is simple: the next evolution of the human species.
You ever taken one of those before? It can make you strong, make you invisible. You never know what your power is until you try it.
Push that power, don't you?
Yeah. On the streets, they're talking about
Hey.
the power.
Oh, wow.
Kissy, nice to-
Yeah.
What's the plan now?
You took something from me. I gotta get it back.
Something? Or someone?
This thing's tearing our city apart. Your kid has something to do with it.
Where do you think they got the formula from? They have my daughter.
Maybe we can work together on this. What do you need?
Still got the pills on you?
It's about to get real noisy.
Oh.
First, we stabilize it, then we weaponize it.
Power goes to where it always goes, to the people that already have it.
They think they can just test their product on my city?
We'll let them see what happens.
I thought we were like Batman and Robin.
No, Batman and Robin, that's a movie. This is real life.
We doing this.
We're gonna end this.
You need anything else?
No, I'm fine.
Yes, you are.
That looks like a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun. It also raises a lot of questions.
What questions?
Well, for me at least, like, you know, obviously the first question I asked during watching this
what are the side
was
effects?
like, what are the side effects?
Yeah.
And also, it seemed like in the beginning, Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's characters, like, I guess they're on the side of the law, or they're the good guys, right? And so they haven't taken the pills yet. But in order to fight these people who have superhuman powers, they have to take the pills. Cool. But then once you've had a taste of that, what
Yeah.
happens now? Can you just stop? Or do you become addicted to the power and now you're just like, oh, I gotta keep chasing that high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. That's a good question. I mean, those are valid questions. I wasn't even thinking that far ahead. I was wondering what the side effects were because it's being compared to drugs. But like, there are two things that popped into my head, and there are weird comparisons. Well, one less weird. One was Limitless.
Yes, I definitely got that.
If you guys haven't seen Limitless, that's a fantastic movie. I love that film. And it is, I think it's called NZT is the pill that Bradley Cooper takes, and it gives him like all kinds of ability with thinking. It's not superpowers, but you know, it's like mental powers, like crazy, like super smarts, and how that affects his reality and whatnot. And there is drawbacks. There are withdrawal effects of, you know, not taking it or taking it too much, and like what happens. I forget what exactly the downfall is there, but somehow I don't want to say what happens. If you haven't seen the movie, you need to watch it. But anyway, so there's that. And then the other one I sort of got reminded of for some reason was the Will Smith one, the fantasy one. I don't know why.
Which one?
Bright. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's just because of like this, it has a fantastical setting, and your main actor is a black comedian he's a multi-talented black comedian, and so, but it's also set in that sort of urban situation, and they're cops.
Yeah.
And so there's a little tiny bit of overlap there. Maybe my brain is making dumb connections. Like it's early in the morning, but this feels so much more compelling to me than Bright was. I mean, having said that, I have the advantage of having watched Bright and not liking Bright very much. So this one looks so much more interesting. Like the idea of a limitation, but like, I guess what I'm wondering immediately, because you're saying like there's questions. By the way, Joseph Gordon-Levitt looks dope in this.
Yes.
I think he looks awesome. I start to wonder immediately, like, okay, so you have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Why don't you just take like 20? Like what if you just keep taking the pills? Like there has to be some sort of is it refractory period? What's it called when you like have
like
to
a cool down period?
Like a cool down period. Yeah, like some kind of healing situation where you
Yeah, that's probably why the limit is 5 minutes. And then there's like all these other questions like, what if you arrive on the scene and you pop a pill? And so they've already popped a pill. How many minutes do they have? How many minutes do you have? Then if someone else comes along, like it's all like, too much.
Well, so much can happen in 5 minutes if you have like unlimited power.
Yes.
I mean, that's actually a very, very cool and interesting limitation, and it makes for a very interesting premise. Unlike with something, I mean, no disrespect to any other superhero thing ever, but like, okay, X-Men, for instance, if you just have like unlimited power, then the only thing that can stop you is other unlimited power. There's nothing else to get in your way.
Right.
And I like the idea of more limitations against any power in this world. So this is set in New Orleans, according to the description.
Yes.
I actually didn't pick up on that watching the trailer. Did you? Like, I thought it was set somewhere else.
I think they literally said it at the beginning. They said something about New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's dumb on my part. So on the streets of New Orleans, word begins to spread about a mysterious new pill that unlocks superpowers unique to each user. I wonder, the catch, you don't know what will happen until you take it. I wonder how New Orleans will be, how it'll be used in the environment, like with the powers and everything like that. That could be really interesting. I mean, I can't think of another superhero film that really takes place in New Orleans, like where that's like the main focus of the film, the backdrop.
Yeah, well, I think also New Orleans is just a really cool city. I've never been, but like it's definitely one of the American cities that I really want to go to, because growing up, I loved reading Anne Rice, and like so much of her books are set in New Orleans, and it seems like such a cool place. So it's almost like a character in the movie itself.
It's perfect for me because Infamous 2 is set in a New Orleans-esque city. It's called New Marais, or New Marais.
New Marais, yeah. It's funny how you didn't mention that at first, because actually...
That's the first thing you thought of?
Infamous, because of just like all the powers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I did think of Infamous almost right away, but like in Infamous, people keep their powers like X-Men.
Right.
And they could pass it on or something like that, but this is an interesting thing where it's like X-Men insofar as you don't actually know what your power is until you take the pill. And so then it makes me wonder, like, is there any changing that? Or like you're just kind of, it's just your DNA, the way the pills mix with your DNA, that's what you got.
I reckon that's what it is. And I think that's the really cool thing as well, because I don't know, I've always had that curiosity as well. As someone, like, as a child with an overactive imagination and a propensity towards fantasy, like, I always used to wonder, what would my superpower be if I were to be a superhero?
Yeah.
And then here you have it. But I guess that it has another limitation as well, which is that you don't know how it's going to react to you, and it can also kill you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because it says a deadlier reaction.
Okay.
So I guess some people might be allergic to it or something. And so you're taking that chance, which is like, might I win the lottery and get like super speed?
Or just die. Yeah.
Like, is it worth it?
We haven't talked much about Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this and the way it's shot. I think that the way that this is being shot is really cool so far. I'm actually really enjoying the style of it all. And Jamie Foxx looks dope. I think he looks really, really cool. Joseph Gordon-Levitt looks awesome. Because there's like this movie he did a while back. It was his own film where he was playing this tough guy who jerked off a lot. It was like, that was the premise of the movie. Okay. He was just like really into porn. And so He was playing a tough guy there, and I wasn't really feeling it so much, and I liked him all right in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
But here, I genuinely feel him as this dude, as this cop who's like, in the streets, Like
Yeah.
way more so than I did in Dark Knight Rises. It seems like he's really aged appropriately for this role, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, and I really loved that little bit that they showed where he gets shot in the head. And I don't know if that was a moment where he just learned that was his superpower, because it
I
was
don't think so.
kind of awesome because he gets shot and then he's
Yeah.
all like, ooh.
Right. The effects look cool.
Yeah.
The effects look really nice. So Netflix did a really good job with this so far. I'm very excited about it. I'm very cautiously optimistic. So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. Check out Achara KIRK on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon. All notifications, please. Helps us out. Helps you guys out. Helps out YouTube, the Overlord. And check out our other, did I say check out other
I
reactions?
think you did, yeah.
It's early. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara KIRK.
Peace out.